For this recording, I will be doing problem 11.1 from the book, and it asks us to come up with a triangle class that extends the geometric object, and it asks us to draw the UML diagrams for the class's triangle and geometric object. So I'm going to go ahead and start there. I'm going to do my UML diagram in PowerPoint, just because it's pretty simple and straightforward to do it in PowerPoint. This will be the triangle class, and I'm going to add an area for my members for this class. The instructions in the book say to come up with 3 doubles, name them side 1, side 2, and side 3. Again, I'm using this underscore to denote it's a member of this class in this case. Again, that's just a notation that I picked up in industry many years ago. Now that I've completed the members section, I would complete the methods. And the methods are, we have constructors here. So we first have a no argument constructor. Then we have one where we pass in the values for side 1, side 2, and side 3. And here we set the default, set the members to a 1.0 value. We have getters for each. And these constructors, let me put right there. Get side 1 is going to return a double. If you have not realized the power of copy and paste, I strongly suggest you guys become acquainted with those two features. The last one, the last methods are getting the area, which returns a double. I'm sorry, this shouldn't be commented out. Get perimeter, which also returns a double, and a toString that I believe we will override. That returns a string. Okay, and I'll just clean this up so that it looks readable. Alright, so this is our triangle.java class. I am not going to do the geometric object. That was done in I think that was done probably in 2.301 section, so I'm going to skip that. But what I will do is show there's a relationship between triangle and geometric object as such. So what I'm saying here is triangle extends geometric object. So this is pretty much, I would say about 90% of the code is done because I'm setting up everything. I have the structure already laid out. So it's really easy now for me to go to, I'll go to JGrasp and code this. So what I'm doing right now is just creating my member declarations. And I will add some comments. As you notice, my member declarations are set to private. This is what we refer to as encapsulation. Constructors will come next. And inside the no argument constructor, I will set the values. Now you may ask, why am I not setting the values up here? It's a style that is, I think, in most organizations and industry, it is preferred that you do your initializations inside of a method or inside of a constructor in this case. You want to avoid assigning variables here or assigning values to your members here, just because anytime you use a triangle class, it will automatically allocate space for these guys, and that's just not a good practice to have. Now, there are certain cases where you would want to do that, but for members that are non-static, I find that it's much better to declare them. Of course, declare your members outside of the method, but then assign them inside your constructor, and that is one main purpose of a constructor. And as I am saying that, I just realized this needs to be extending a geometric object. All right, so let's go ahead and continue with the code for this guy. So public triangle, this will be now this is the argument constructor, and I will set these guys to each corresponding parameter. Now we can do our getters. Getter is public, and these, since we're getting something, we have to return the type. This is get side 1. And he's returning side 1, or yeah, returning side 1. And we'll use copy and paste again just to make this go by faster. All right, let's see what else we have to do. Going back to my UML design, get area, get perimeter, and the toString method. So let's see, the public, or the get area is going to be a public. He's returning a double. The formula for the area is in the book. It's in an earlier chapter. Return math square root of all this good stuff that goes inside to compute the area. So that's times. Okay, and hopefully I have that set correctly. S minus side 1, S minus side 2, S minus side 3. Okay, that looks good. Now we will do get area, get perimeter, and thankfully the computations for the perimeter is so much simpler, where we'll just return side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. finally but not least, we will do public string toString. So this is an override of the string method, or the toString method, and the book specifies what it wants to be displayed. Okay, so that is, and let me just save this. Now this will not compile unless I include the geometric object, so I'm not going to compile them. Save it. Okay, so there you have it. Again, this will not compile until you include the geometric object and put the geometric object.java in the same location where this guy sits. But this is at least the first part of 11.1. The geometric object, the code for that is in an earlier chapter. So hopefully you guys can be able to complete this. And just make sure that one more thing you will need to add is a main triangle Java file, or the book refers to a test Java test triangle Java file that will create triangles, and you can, with each triangle object you create, you can either give it sides as well as, once you give it sides, you can compute the area and get the perimeter and print the results from the toString. Alright, so this will complete this lab.